So yeah, so much for another small insight. And with this, I want to go straight over. We have now a little bit over 60 social enterprises that have emerged out of SINA since 2014, out of all the different SINA communities now, but the majority is still from Fiji because that's where everything started. And that includes as well Barbara. And so I would like to invite you to share a little bit more about yourself and your social enterprise and your journey. So over to you, Barbara.
Yes, thank you very much, Etienne. Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well this morning, this evening, afternoon. I'm Ntongo Barbra. Also, I'm a scholar who has been empowered through the process of Social Innovation Academy. I always say that I'm really lucky. One youth that is really lucky that got to know about this opportunity, because I couldn't imagine where I could be right now if I didn't get to know about this opportunity. I currently work with Smart Kitchen Solutions, a project that I founded from the empowerment of Social Innovation Academy. But I'll talk more about that after talking about my story, a little bit about my background before I joined SINA, and also the whole process, how it has really helped me out. SINA has really given me a foundation as me as a person, apart from maybe ideating. Before joining SINA, I was this little girl that I had started, had gone for campus, got good grades. But in our economy, Uganda, where I come from, that you should have connections to really get an opportunity or a job. Me, a girl that is from a humble family, I may not have that opportunity to get a job. So at that moment, I was stuck. I was making liquid soap to earn a living and also support my family, because at that moment, my mother was renting, caring after 4 kids. I'm the firstborn. But before that, a little bit before that, growing up, my parents couldn't afford school fees. It's my aunt who was able to pay for me. But when she took me at her place, I was made a maid at her home. So in that process, I was abused, I was mocked, I was criticized, and I felt like maybe I'm useless. I have no value. Because when I was in level 4 in high school, I reached at the point of killing myself because of the too much pain I was going through, and I couldn't share it with my parents because I feared spoiling maybe breaking the relationship between my aunt and the parents. At the point, I wanted to really study so hard to really make my parents proud, at least for them to know they have a child who has got education. So going through that trauma, even though I had gone to school, really working hard, when I was at campus, at least I got on government, luckily, but for other costs, I was hustling on my own because still my parents couldn't afford. I used to make liquid soap to really earn a living, to cater or get needs for myself and also help out my little ones. So that's the point. In that process, after school, one of my friends, she was my OG in the primary school. She told me about Social Innovation Academy because I had told her I'm looking for a job. I want to do this to really get a better life, because all my childhood I had not really got that happy life, really getting to know who I am, So when she told me Social Innovation Academy, I didn't really understand the concept. But when she told me the one statement that the academy can help you start a business, that really motivated me to apply and be part of the program. Just only that statement. But for other things, I didn't really understand them. So that moment I had to share with my mom. I told her I'm going for interviews. So interviews, I thought maybe it's this panel you're going to face and people really ask you questions. But she refused to give me transport. You're not going anywhere. Those are things for people who are not educated and you're going to waste your time. So at least I had my savings from while making liquid soap at that time. That was 2020. And I had to travel to Impigi from Kampala. And I was able to go for the interviews. Luckily, I found things were really different. The interview went for the whole day. I thought it's going to be just like 30 minutes. They ask you questions, your qualifications, so that you're given an opportunity. But things were totally different. The interviews, I don't know how SINA, at that point, I didn't know how they really look at people because even I couldn't speak. I could just hide in my fellow people that we had applied at that time. But I don't know how they realized that maybe this girl may have potential and they call you back. So luckily, I was called back, but praying so hard because that was my hope. If this academy gives me an opportunity, then maybe I may get a better life. You never know, just trying out opportunities. When I'm in that process of now, I'm being called back to come for the first stage. Problems started at home. I told my mom, you know what, they've called me, so I'm going to go and study. So are you going to earn anything? No, I'm just going to study. What are you going to study? Also me, I don't know, but I think they're going to help me out in starting up a business. Are they going to give you capital? No, but I just want to try out because also military, I couldn't explain everything to her. So eventually, at that process, she tried to look for a job, but she was lying to me to see that I sit home until I get a corporate job to work in. But I told her, Mom, do you know what? My heart tells me I have to go. I don't know where I got the boldness to talk to her back because here in Uganda or Africa, you can't respond back to your parents. You have to do what they tell you. You have to listen to them because we know they are our gods on the earth. So you can't respond back to them. So in heart, I felt like maybe I'm not respecting my mom. But I said, no, I think I should try out this opportunity because I felt it inside. But the evening when we discussed about that thing, she felt so annoyed. She slapped me hardly, was like, even though you have grown up, but you can't disrespect me with like that. So you have to go with my rules. You're going to sit here, you're not going anywhere. Anywhere, you're just going to sit home, look after your brothers as you're looking for a job. But where is the job? You're not seeing it. So I went by force, but still using the money that I was getting while making the liquid soap. So reaching at SINA with this kind of girl who is so shy when she stands in front of people, she shakes, she wants even the ground to swallow her. I had low self-esteem. I didn't believe in myself totally, even though I had gone to school, but I didn't believe that someone can do something. Someone can do something from scratch, or you can be from a vulnerable background and you become someone. So I didn't know about that. So in the first stage, it is more of personal development, really realizing your potentials, discovering your potentials, what are your strengths, but it's an open space for you to really express yourself more through interacting with other people. And I really appreciate so much, because at that point, I had no support from my family. I was alone. My mother had told all people that had gone to get married, which was not true. So SINA became a family. Like, they welcomed me. Nobody knew me, but everyone welcomed me. They were open to support me, to help me grow. And even some come to you really telling you, maybe you have to improve this, maybe if you want to reach at this point, do this and this and this. So long as you're open-minded, you're willing to learn, and that you will really learn and grow yourself. So luckily, we were the COVID people. We had to go back home, but still at that point, I didn't have a smartphone. All things were handled via online. So I had to be open to them. They just shared airtime, and I had sessions via calls, phone calls. So luckily, a few people were selected, and we came back for the second stage, where it's called emerging, where we ideate, come up with ideas, and get to know what are the problems that we are facing, maybe back home, within the communities that we come from, or even the community that we are within. So I can say that Smart Kitchen was not the first project that I ideated. It was a process. Since at still growth, it's not one-time thing, because apply takes for 3 months, but still my esteem was low. I couldn't believe in myself. So people were using me. At first, someone saw potential in me and was like, can we work together? And we started with construction, using grow materials, like local materials to construct, empowering women, but still things were not really working out. Then I went for water, did research, and someone came to me like, Barbra, do you know you have potential of doing something? From you, it seems like these things, you're just there, you have not really discovered yourself. So we went back for the holidays, but still my mother was on my neck. Can you please look for a job? You're not going back. That is now Christmas festival 2020. But I had two thoughts. Should I go back? Should I look for a job? I go to opportunities, good opportunities. But like someone told me from SINA, Barbra, you really have potential to do something. Can you please come back for at least a second chance, and you really discover more of yourself, because I believe you have not really grown yourself. So I really appreciate this space, that it gives you time to really discover yourself, because it's not a one-time thing. It's just a gradual process. You can't discover your purpose just in 1 month, but it's still a gradual process. And also giving me time to heal from the trauma that I had from my background. Still, also, it was a gradual process, because if it had not healed, I couldn't really get to use of all my full potentials, me as a person. So at that point, I think when I came back, we went through a training. We are given a coach, we are given a mentor, we are given accountability partner, people that can support you apart from you as an individual, the way like you maybe taking up roles, because since it's a self-organized, we have holocracy. So we have roles that you take depending on which skill you want to take. So there is also that opportunity. So you may not go out to get the skill, because it may really cost you much money, but here you are given space for you to take up any role that you feel like, oh, I can really grow myself. 7 habits of highly effective person. There are different things, because through roles and engaging yourself with the community, like you really discover yourself more. It's not just standing there, but you need to be an active person.
Can you hear us, Barbara?
She dropped. She's back.
Hello,
Barbara,
can you
I
hear
think
me?
we lost you. Yeah, now you're back.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry for, I think it was the internet. So as I was saying that we take up roles as well as getting sessions or trainings on how best you can improve your idea. And every Friday we do presentations. This is to help you out in improving your skills on how to speak to people, how to present yourself, how to express yourself. So the different parts of the not only we are given trainings on the, can you bring an idea to life, how best can you improve this and this, but with the help of the mentor, with the help of the coach, with the accountability partner. So I think that really helped me a lot, and also people in the community, because everyone is really open to helping you out, because they know now you are family, you are alone, because that's still up to that time I was alone. No one's helping me out, no one I could cry to, but I could just cry to the people that I was staying with community, because you are provided with all resources as a person that you may need, but it's up to you as a youth that you're given space to grow yourself, to start up something, to really maybe be productive and create impact, or you may decide to take it for granted. So it's just a choice, since it is a free responsibility organization. No one's following up on you, but it's up to you to grab the opportunities that are within the organization and really take yourself forward. So in 2021, that's all through the trainings. Then Smart Kitchen Solutions was born after thinking through and knowing that I really love cooking. And then I was like, what can I really innovate in cooking sector? Like, I've grown up seeing firewood charcoal that is being used in the village, firewood in the town, charcoal, that it reached at a point that spending more than a quarter of our daily income at home, that no one was working, we had to reduce meals from 3 to 1. So seeing the pains in my little ones at that moment, that we used to have this meal at 3 p.m. So the other hours you could just maybe play around, maybe watch a movie. But at the end of all, that really triggered my mind to be like, what could someone use if at all they can't afford gas and electricity? So that's where the idea started from, the smart kitchen solutions. Like looking at improving the cooking industry, that is looking at, or it's tackling the problem of people who are using charcoal and firewood as their main source of cooking energy, yet they are made out of trees, leading to massive deforestation global warming. Currently, the climate change has also started hitting us so hard because of the actions that we're taking. Not that we knew about them, but it just we're ignorant and not having a source that we can use for cooking our food. So, and also at the end, due to the increasing population as well, scarcity of trees, it has led to the increase of charcoal prices in the market. So that's a smart kitchen solution. We came in and we saw opportunity. How best can we bridge this gap? And we started producing eco-friendly bricks that are smoke-free, clean. They are stainless. They burn 3 times compared to the normal charcoal, and they are 40% affordable than the existing solution. Allow me to share the screen just to show a brief story.
Also, Barbara, sometime you are breaking. Maybe if you cut your video, your audio will be much better.
Okay.
And,
Sure.
and then
Thank you.
maybe you could just repeat the last 3 or 4 sentences, because we lost your full words.
Oh.
Yeah, especially on the value proposition. What does Smart Kitchen do?
Thank you, Edson.
Okay. Okay,
No, we
so
can not
basically
see. Okay.
oh yes, Smart Kitchen solution, we are okay. Sorry. We are tackling the problem of usage of charcoal and firewood in Uganda. Over 90% of the population use the polluting fuels as their main source of cooking energy because they can't afford electricity. So at the end, trees are down, leading to massive deforestation and global warming. So Smart Kitchen solutions will have small existing solutions. We make our briquettes from cassava peelings mainly, then agricultural waste, that is coffee husks and maize cobs, and also water that is covered on Lake Victoria. So those are our main raw materials that we use in the production of our briquettes. And I can say that we have where we started from. As
I hate to cut you there. The
academy
connection, unfortunately, is really not good.
really
We're having trouble now
helps
hearing
you
you.
really think how business start small from
It's unfortunately not working so well. Also, I think now we're running out of time. Unfortunately, and a few people have already had to drop because of other commitments. I would summarize Smart Kitchen. I hope you heard a little bit, but producing sustainable cooking fuel in the form of briquettes, which are made from agricultural waste. Maybe that's would be my summary of one sentence of Smart Kitchen. And yeah, maybe at the end we can, oh no, she has also dropped, come back to Barbara a little bit more. But before now, maybe some more people have to drop off. Would be great to move over also to Edson and hear a few more words. And then at the end, we have much more time for informal Q&A.